It's now time to turn things over to Chef Ulrich. I understand this week he has a spicy seafood soup that'll surprise your family. Let's check it out.
If you ever gone to your favorite Thai or Malaysian restaurant and had the tom yum soup and wondered, how good is that? How easy would that be to make at home, or how difficult would it be to make at home? I'm going to tell you today that it's really simple to make. So that's what we're going to make today. Tom yum soup with some shrimp and some mushrooms. I've got a pot of water on the stove here. There's about 5 cups of water in there. And we're going to add some flavor elements to this to create the base broth. I've got some lime juice, throw that in there. Some fish sauce. Now, fish sauce is a very interesting ingredient. If you haven't used it before, I encourage you, do use it. It's going to make a world of difference. If you smell it for the first time, you're probably going to get a little shock to the system. It does smell very much of fish. We're just going to drop a little bit in there. We're going to take some red onion. There we go. Some root ginger that's been finely chopped. Pop that in there. Don't be afraid of the flavors, because if this becomes too strong, you can always add more to it, more water to it, more liquid to it to let it back down again. I'm also going to add some chili paste to this, as well as some fresh chilies. I've got some lovely bird's eye chilies here that we're going to add to this. And you just want to bring this gently to the boil, and you want all these flavors to marry up. This is some rice wine vinegar that we're going to add to it. It's going to give you some of that acid that we're looking for in this dish. And then I also have some lemongrass over here. Now, lemongrass you can find in most Asian stores, and probably a lot of the specialized supermarkets will carry it as well. I'm going to take the back of the knife and hit down onto the back of the lemongrass, and when I do that, it's going to release the flavors and the aromats. Then taking the knife, cut the end piece off. This end piece becomes really thick and woody, and you want to get rid of some of that, so cut that off. What I'll do at this point now is dice this very, very small and fine. Really give it a good chop, and get this as small and as fine as you possibly can. If you're going to make this ahead of time and let this kind of steep and brew for a while, you can always just cut the lemongrass into bigger, kind of 1-inch long thick pieces and drop those in there, because they're easy to find and easy to take back out again. Bring this to a boil, and at this point now, take my shrimp. I've got some medium-sized shrimp. They've been cleaned. We've taken them, we've deveined them, we've taken the vein out the back of the shrimp. We've taken the shell off, but left the little tail piece on. And this is nice because you can then pick it up as you're eating your soup, eat the shrimp, and then just pull the tail piece off. So this is coming up to a boil, and as it comes up to the boil, I'm just going to take the shrimp, put them into the aromatic broth, some mushrooms, and these are just button mushrooms that we've taken, and cut into either quarters, or if they're very large, into 8 pieces, just so they're, again, large enough to fit onto a spoon. Pop those into the liquid. And literally, this just cooks as long as it takes for the shrimp to cook. And the shrimp cook pretty quickly. They will turn pink in a matter of 2 to 3 minutes, and that's all you really need. So slowly let those flavors marry together. Allow this to come up to a boil. Give that a quick stir again. Go back in again. Take a look, see how the shrimp are doing. Let's pull one out here. You can see that they started to turn pink, and if I open up the middle here like that, you can see there's just a little bit of undercooked, so we'll leave that in for another 30 seconds or so. Turn this up to maximum heat. As this comes to the boil now, I'm going to turn this off. For presentation, for plating up, again, put a little bit of nice chili on the plate, a little bit more lime on the side. That'll make the plate look attractive to your guests. This is starting to come to the boil right now, so I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to add some fresh cilantro to that. And I don't really want that cooking away too much. I don't want that nice fresh flavor of the cilantro to break down too much. Pop that in the top there. And I'm going to add some lime zest to this. I'm going to take a peeler, just run the peeler down the back of a lime like this. And you can either do what I'm doing here right now, or you can take a microplaner and do this on a microplane. Take the knife, just scrape some of that excess white pith off the back of the lime, and then cut this into very, very thin little strips. Julienne, chop that small and fine, nice little dice. And by putting this in right at the end of the cooking process, it's going to give you a very, very fresh lime flavor, because we're not going to let the lime cook out. So every time you're going to get some of this lime zest on your spoon, you're going to get some lovely fresh lime flavor. Okay, just go in there, give that a quick stir, make sure that all the ingredients are combined together, that you have lots and lots of flavor in every bite. Take a bowl and plate up. Making sure that you get lots of the shrimp in the bowl, lots of mushroom, little bit of cilantro on the top to finish off. So there you have it, your favorite tom yum soup from your Asian restaurant, demystified, simple to make. I know you'll have fun with this one.
That looks pretty easy and looks awesome. Thanks, Chef. Now, if you missed jotting this recipe down, or if you want to see it again, you can find it on our show's website, yourlifetv.com, and we'll be right back.